Howdy. Today is Judgment Day. Judgment Day is more of a concept. It's a mentality. It's something I'm always struggling with. Probably many of us do, in some form or another. It's the idea that, like, today I'm going to have to face some type of judgment on whether I go to heaven or hell. It started for me in my youth, in my childhood, I was scared of Judgment Day as it related to the Bible, and I've changed a lot since my youth. I wouldn't consider myself that religious in that same type of way. I do believe there is a higher power. I have faith in God, but certainly not in the same ways I once did. But Judgment Day, the fear of eternal acknowledgement for something and being stuck there, I think has plagued me as it relates to insecurities and things I've wanted to accomplish. Let's say I want to learn something new, take on a new project, whatever the case. All those come with some form of judgment day on will I succeed? Will I overcome it? And there's voices within my mind that will tell me otherwise, and I face them. So what makes this one different is rather than having those micro experiences that I have all the time of where I'm kind of going through this eternal battle in an isolated moment of confusion, you would say. I'm just trying to embrace it all right now in maybe more of a holistic way. I'm changing my name for my content that I've not been posting to Game Master Alchemy. It's kind of just taking on the idea of looking at everything that comes my way and alchemizing a way to make it my own, to make it simple. And with that comes the next level or the phase, the development I'm going to do, whether it's my career, lifestyle, hobby, entertainment, is I'm developing myself as a hacker. I think developing hacking skills, is in alignment with how I'm growing, the way I learn, and something I need to do and want to do. For more context, I do have a background in cyber. I've been in cyber since 2018 now. I've had the chance to work in digital forensics, incident response. I've worked as a SOC analyst, and I've had the chance to work with automation tools. I've had the chance to use EDR tools, DAS tools, SIMs, of course, and I'm still confused. I've learned a lot. There's a lot I'm confident that I can handle. But at the same time, I'm always judging myself about have I can I handle the next challenge? And I'm tired of perhaps not taking on that voice with more confidence. I would like to say I have a lot of confidence. I consistently push myself and I seek out challenges, but realistically, I'm also fighting myself a lot and trying to I'll reach a new state. Here's a better example. This video that I'm working on right now, Judgment Day. This isn't the first time I've recorded it. I've recorded it a few times now. Each time thinking I can perfect it, I can improve it, I could make it better, I can add animations, I can add audio and music, and then what? There's nothing. None of that's been done. Okay, I've recorded. I've chopped things up. I've found different sounds I liked, but I haven't completed the video. And so, even in me confronting Judgment Day, I have not yet done it. So this video is going to be more real than any of those videos that I attempted to work on. And that's what this is about, though, and putting something out where I am holding myself accountable to myself. This video has more to do with that internal warfare of what I aspire to be, what I fight to overcome, and the parts of me that tries to stop me. The parts of me that says, don't put this out. And nonetheless, I'm doing it now. This time, this is not crafted or curated the way I'd want. I don't have all the edits and the notes and all the things I was putting together to make this video. Something else I do want to address in this, though, is that I am a flawed person. Judgment Day isn't just my goals. It's the things I've done that I'm not proud of. It's the ways I have not represented the character I truly aspire to be. It's the way I've disappointed others. It's the ways that I've hurt people in ways that I'm not proud of. And not just people, just situations in general. There are things that I have done that I'm just not proud of, and I think I should not be proud of those things. And you know, I can't always beat myself up about it neither. I have to grow. I have to transcend. But I think that's a very real part of this as well. Speaking of, I was talking about how I've been working on those videos. I have the camera here, the footage on it. I have that. I have my tablet where I draw, write, work on some animations. I've tackled a lot of different skills to some degree. I've tried to learn a lot of different things, and it's been very important to me to learn different things so that I can produce the stuff that I imagine. Which again, this kind of takes it all back to the hacking perspective. I think hacking, in my mentality, is understanding the boundaries that exist and then finding a way to overcome them. And I've made that a lifestyle, even through cyber. But now I'm getting even more direct with that by actually developing hacker skills. And as I grow and I develop, ideally I'll be able to express these things more efficiently and coherently, and maybe not sound quite as abstract. I think I'm sounding abstract right now, which is an ongoing issue I tend to have of translating my thoughts into something that's relatively relatable. I've done a lot to challenge myself socially. That's part of why I've even been enjoying the improv classes. It's a way that I can challenge myself socially without relying on some of the, let's just say, the negative things I did to develop socially. Things that I wasn't, talking about things that I wasn't proud of or haven't been proud of, and just growing and building myself past that. I have my bachelor's in computer and information science. I have my CCSK cert, CCZT Network Plus. I have an Insight AppSec cert. And now I'm working towards the OSCP, the CISSP, and a couple of AWS certs, which I have, these have already been paid for. It's just a matter of earning them, dedicating the time to do that. I'm going over some things with Hack the Box. And yeah, my content's going to have a mix of all sorts of things. Over the past year, I've been working a lot with threat intelligence. I've had a blog that I've been posting on throughout this year. I'm on day 300 something now, and actually I'm like 4 days behind now. I was so much on point, but even that I've managed to kind of get off course. But regardless, it was all things to push me to ideally get me to this point of where I'm yet again confronting myself on another level or from a different perspective. There's a lot of insecurities I face, and I think a lot of us do. And that's just what I really want to tackle more than anything else. I want to create content that is epic, that is of transformation and overcoming. I want to turn up. I want you to help me turn up. Like, I want you to turn up. I want to go. I want to take on challenges, accomplish new things. There's fitness that I'm working on, getting my fitness in order. I'm also working on things as it relates to making investments. I've come a long way, but I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm also working on my MBA, which ideally next semester will be my last. Granted, things go right. But yeah, this video is to make sure that I post something, not going over the top like I've been imagining, not making a perfect video, perhaps sounding kind of, I don't know, maybe incoherent, too abstract. Actually, it's almost 2 weeks ago too now, I was in a car accident. It wasn't that big, but it was enough to kind of change my perspective as well. It was I don't know, just one of those things that taught me a lot. I've also been laid off before, so I've been in cyber since 2018. But 2 of those years I was laid off, where I had some work in between, but nothing consistent, and those were some real challenges. And as I'm seeing some of the challenges people are facing now and how they're facing them, I'm inspired, and not just from the career perspective. I've watched people who are dealing with all sorts of problems, whether it's family and relationships and health. There's just so much out there, and even the politics. There's so many different things out there that inspire me and are pushing me to want to transcend the internal conflicts that I deal with, that I allow to hinder me when there just should be no reason for that. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling. The idea is, yeah, this is Judgment Day, the day of judgment. It can happen at any moment. I tend to look at life kind of. I'm always dealing with this timeline thing. Like, where do I start? I start here, and then I build from there. And in reality, I'm kind of no longer looking at it that way. Now it's like I'm just picking a point on the timeline, and I'm going to build out that way. Yeah. I guess that's all I have for now. This video is not going to be edited. Nothing really fancy, but it's just me making sure I do something. And I'm looking forward to the growth from here. And yeah, turn me up. Let's go.